Evening to you. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. I am doing the week ahead for all signs. There will be no clarifications. We will start with Aries and move our way all the way through to Pisces. Good afternoon. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So please do always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Watch your other placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or cross watch for people that you are dealing with. Again, this is from the 8th through to the 5th, or excuse me, the 14th. And we are starting with the sign of Aries. I will be doing super chat questions. Super chat questions will be answered at the very end after we've gone all the way through to Pisces. There will be timestamps. It is $5 minimum for a super chat, and it's one question per super chat. Okay, this is for Aries for the week of the 8th through to the 14th. What do we have for Aries? Let me turn my heat off. Good grief, it's getting toasty in here. All right, Aries, the overall energy, we have two energies. Normally when more than one card pops out for energies, it could be you and somebody else. You could be embodying both energies. So take it how it resonates for you. We have number 5, attachment, and number 2, journey, and it's pertaining to number 12, privileged lady. There could be somebody attached to you, but I feel like it's more that you are attached to the desire to have this new beginning, to become the privileged lady. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Leanne. To be in the energy of, now privileged can mean so many things for so many people. I mean, if you're poor, you might find it privileged to have a lot of money. You could feel like maybe being with a mate who pampers you is privileged. You could feel like gaining that position at work is privileged. It's the energy. I mean, it's really in the eye of the beholder on what the privileged lady energy is, but it feels like there's this stronghold on a desire to have this brand new beginning, and in the brand new beginning, creating that energy of being more privileged, being kind of the cream of your crop. We do have, well, the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. So the 5 of Pentacles is lack. It is coming from a place of, well, I heard desperation, but also just possibly being left out in the cold, or just feeling, well, not privileged for sure. With the 7 of Wands, that is putting up boundaries and preventing people, places, and situations from, well, knocking you off your pedestal is what I heard, but like, it's like defensive energy, but not necessarily in a negative, like being defensive. It's almost like the energy of no longer allowing other people's energy to penetrate your bubble is what I'm hearing. And the Knight of Wands, well, that's you. That's your energy moving forward with passion, drive, and desire towards your new beginning, your desire to become this privileged lady. If we're speaking to a male, it could be somebody that's in your energetic field, but it is privileged lady, a new beginning for a privileged lady. So I also feel like maybe there is somebody attached to you. We do still have Mercury in retrograde, and it could be that this person that could be what you're defending against, is specifically people who are attached to your energy, attached to the old energy that maybe you were sad in, and that's what called these people in. Because we have in the underlying energy storm warning pertaining to number 3, false person. I feel like there's somebody that's coming in that is possibly going to try to keep you in that energy of lackluster, of maybe, I mean, just their energy alone could be dampening, but also like, for example, you say, oh, I have this great idea. And they're like, yeah, well, that'll never happen. Like, how are you going to do that? Like, kind of, it may seem harmless, but they're almost forcing you to second guess yourself. And when we second guess ourselves, we have a tendency to, oh yeah, I guess they're right. Like, I don't know how that's going to happen. Like, we get into their energy. They take us down to their level. But you have the Magician and the High Priestess, Gemini, Virgo energy, and then the High Priestess is Pisces energy. You're creating, and you're creating from your intuition, from your higher faculties. You are possibly even embodying the High Priestess energy, somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic, very powerful. I heard witchy woman, which is what I consider Aries when I see the queen of fire. So I feel like you're being called to move forward and to protect yourself from not only whatever past energy you had been sat in, any kind of fear or lack or whatever, but also people who could be coming back around who are trying to, it almost, like I'm seeing people grabbing at you, trying to pull you back down. Interesting. Your Moonology, or not your Moonology card, your timing card says number 59, there is no more time. So follow, oh, interesting. The time is now. Follow your intuition, follow your guidance. You are moving and going places. Don't allow people, places, and situations to detour you from your dreams and desires. Let's move on to Taurus at 7:37. As I shuffle. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Friday evening. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I feel like there's a different song I should be singing, like, this ain't your birthday. Da-na-na-na. Oh, it's totally not mine, but whatever. That song sounds upbeat and exciting. You could be embodying the energy, though. Especially because you do have fire in your chart, so. Happy birthday. Thank you for celebrating it here with all of us. It's interesting. I don't want to dampen your birthday because I don't know how old you are. Not that it matters. I think age is beautiful. But I learned that technically, like I'm 45 right now, but I won't be, when I turn 46, I will have already lived my 46th year. So technically I will start living my 47th year. So currently, even though I'm 45, I am living my 46th year. Because I'm like 45 and a half, like, you know, whatever. Like, I found that very interesting. Like, it makes sense, but kind of makes you feel a year older than you really are. All right, Taurus. The week of the 8th through to the 14th. Taurus. Okay, so are you turning 46 or did you just turn 45? It's a good age. I don't have any complaints. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What to expect for the upcoming week. La, 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 la. High Priestess, Temperance. Wow, that's a lot. Are we just going to keep going? Okay. So you're a smidgy younger than me, but now you're living your 46th year. That's exciting. I don't know. Okay. The overall energy, Taurus, for the week ahead is number 24, adjacent possibilities pertaining to number 18, child. Interesting. Are you having a child? Is this a child that you have, or is this your inner child coming out to play? I feel like any of those could be possible, but this is, anything is possible when it comes to this child energy. So if it's your inner child, it's like sky's the limit. Like, let's create, let's play, let's have a good time, especially around the holidays. Maybe your inner child does come out to play and you're more playful and more creative. But if it's a child, you could even be attempting to live in a sense vicariously through them, respectfully, I will say, but enjoying the options and opportunities that they take. And if you're having a child, wowza, that's exciting, right? So we have the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. I feel like that's your energy, male, female, not gender specific. This is somebody who has mastered all four queens. It is the energy of somebody who is creating. They are giving birth to their dreams, but it also sometimes talks about actually giving birth. If it's not you giving birth, maybe you planted your seed somewhere, or somebody has planted their seed. It is a time of fertility. So there could be news of a child coming. It could be somebody you're dealing with as well, that's very strongly entwined with you, it being that this is coming in your reading with your energy. But it's also abundance, prosperity, happiness, joy, new beginnings. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy, victory, success, and movement forward. And the Seven of, excuse me, Pentacles. I have to laugh because the Seven of Pentacles is all about looking at the seeds you planted. I definitely feel like somebody's going to find out that there is a pregnancy. That might definitely not be for everybody, but I feel like there's strong energy here to say that there is somebody who might be pregnant. But if that's not the case for you specifically, it's all about giving birth to your dreams, being in your childlike innocence, and seeds you've planted. And it could even be that you're watching a child make, if you have a child, make decisions of maybe college or job or school or whatever. They're growing, they're shifting. There's lots of things taking place. I cannot get away from this overwhelming sensation that somebody's pregnant, and that seeds were indeed planted. And there could be a, oh my God. If this isn't your reading, it's not your reading. I can't shift any of this energy. Somebody's pregnant. So it could be a brother, a sister, a cousin, an uncle, uncle's wife, or girlfriend. You know what I mean? There were seeds that were planted, and I'll explain why it just hit me like a ton of bricks, besides the fact that I felt like I was continuously getting slapped with that information. In the underlying energy, we have rest and rejuvenation. Well, that's definitely something that you're going to desire to do, but that's all about intuition and receiving guidance. And this is pertaining to your occupation, number 34. There could be a need for a vacation, but it also could be that you're moving into a more spiritual line of work. We have the Queen of Cups, specifically Cancer, but it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Queen of Cups. If indeed you are, this is High Priestess energy, somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic. Excuse me, Pisces energy. We have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. Something's taking place in divine timing. With the Page of Wands, this is passion, drive, desire, movement forward. The Magician, this is creation, Virgo, Gemini, and the Hierophant, a higher level of commitment, Taurus energy. I feel like for some of you, when it comes to this occupation energy, there could be, again, a spiritual aspect taking place. You could be partnering with a Pisces or embodying that energy of being more intuitive, psychic. This is somebody who's kind, caring, compassionate. But with the High Priestess energy, that is somebody who is highly magical, very in tune with their higher faculties. Again, this is all transpiring in divine timing. And when that timing hits, there's passion, drive, desire, and movement forward towards your creation, towards your manifestation, and the higher level of commitment. Not only could be a spiritual coming together of a High Priestess and a Hierophant, which to me is the highest power couple there possibly could be. It's a very high spiritual couple, but also committing to whatever it is that you're creating, whatever this creation is. And I feel like it definitely pertains to a spiritual line of work. So definitely I feel like there's a pregnancy. There's also work that could be shifting and becoming a little bit more spiritual. This is something all that's been created, manifested. This is the kicker. This is what made me like, yeah, it's got to be a child, really, honestly. The timing card, number 28, 9 months from now. When is this happening? 9 months from now. What happens in 9 months? Just saying. So this might not be your reading. Check out your other placements. Let's move on to Gemini. 1711. Oh my gosh. As I shuffle, I'm going to explain that Leanne said, be right back. And I kept looking over at BRB and I'm like, what does that mean? It took me a hot minute. I figured it out. I got it. I got it. All right, we're going to do Gemini for the week ahead. Did I put that in the wrong spot? Yes. Gemini for the 8th through to the 14th. You know, I feel like readings are always positive. I mean, even if it seems like, ugh, it's forewarning, and therefore you have the ability to shift your energy, right? You are in control, inevitably, of your energy. So let's say it's too late to prevent something from happening. At least you can respond accordingly and begin to shift your energy anyway. You'll have to excuse my cough, please, every now and again. It's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday. It was so bad yesterday. I popped a blood vessel in my eyeball. Like crazy. Coughed a little too hard. Okay, hold on. Gemini. Let's get going. Ooh, that's a lot. Gemini, the week ahead. What is going on for Gemini? Nice, nice. Gemini. Gemini, the week ahead. Okay. Overall energy for this upcoming week for the sign of Gemini, we have number 49, Angel of Love, and it's pertaining to number 10, Journey. You could be taking a trip, moving. It could even be a life journey where you are deciding that, you know, you're going to be in the energy of love on this new journey. But it feels more like there's some kind of, again, whether it's a life journey, because the journey sometimes reminds me of like the Fool card, like a brand new cycle beginning, if it's not specifically a trip, but you're opening up your heart. There's an energy of love, which is beautiful. We have the Page of Wands. Well, pages bring news. Sometimes they're considered somebody younger than you, but it also could be that you are in the energy of the page, that passion, drive, desire, and movement forward with creativity. And then some. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. That's all about getting a new perspective. Well, you're definitely getting a new perspective when it comes to a Tower moment. Well, that's Scorpio, Aries energy. Something major is shifting and changing. It's creating, I heard what comes first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, the Tower or the new perspective? It could be, honestly, that you gain a new perspective and that's what creates the Tower, the major shift and change. And or a major shift and change takes place in order for you to gain a new perspective. Let's get into the underline to find out what could be taking place. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. The underlying energy, we have number 34, door to personal healing and happiness. And it's pertaining to number 33, concern. Are you concerned about your healing and happiness and or somebody else's? We have the Nine of Cups. Well, the Nine of Cups is beautiful energy. Not only is it wish fulfillment, but it's also, excuse me, emotional sovereignty, self-love, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. It's considered a single card. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Well, that's the fastest moving knight in the deck. And the Knight of Swords is truth, clarity, honesty. It could be that you're speaking truth to somebody or somebody's speaking truth to you. You're seeing things clearly. Pertaining to a King of Pentacles, specifically you. That's Gemini energy. I lied. It's not Gemini, it's Virgo. What am I thinking? Virgo energy, excuse me. But it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could also just be the energy, which is stability, security, liking the finer things in life, financially stable, unless you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In that respect, I feel like there's some honest truth coming through between you and another. So this upcoming week, you're definitely in the energy of love, which to me is happiness, joy, abundance, living it up when it pertains to a trip, a journey. You've got passion, drive, desire, creativity. You are going to get a new perspective pertaining to something that is, I feel like I truly want to pull one more card on the Tower, because normally you can tell if, I don't think the Tower is ever bad. But depending on the cards around it, it's going to be positive or not feel good and then be positive. So either way, you're gaining a new perspective pertaining to a major shift or change, an unexpected one. Something's going to happen out of nowhere and you're going to get a new perspective. You're going to see things very differently. And as far as the concern when it comes to your healing and happiness, it almost feels as though there could be somebody possibly standing in the way of the healing and happiness. I mean, I feel like you put a lot of work, energy, and effort into something and you're faced with a choice or a decision. You need to follow your intuition, because if you sit too stagnant in this choice or decision, you're going to end up stalling out, like nothing's going to move forward, and you'll end up being this is the Two of Swords, but you'll end up being more into like the, you know, Five of Swords, Six of Swords. Like you're going to end up in a cycle of being up in your headspace. It just feels like there's going to be possibly a conversation coming, and there's something concerning about your healing and happiness. And it feels like you are in that loving energy, but it's possible that your wish fulfillment is going to drop a truth bomb. There's going to be some kind of a shift and change. I can't say whether it's going to be great or not great, but there is a level of concern when it comes to your healing and happiness. And that should be number one, always, regardless. People come, people go. And especially for somebody watching, if it's a twin flame, there's a lot of coming and going, it's not like all beds of roses. It's one of the hardest relationships from my understanding out there. So you're in great energy, but there's concern when it comes to your healing and happiness pertaining to another person. Okay. I asked for timing cards. You got 3 of them. So we have number 35. Next month looks promising. We have number 39. It's in the future. And we have number 14, next winter, which take it how it resonates, but technically we have not hit the first day of winter yet. That is not till winter solstice on the 21st. I don't know why I looked at the calendar. I should already know that. So this coming winter, I'd say this is next winter, this coming winter. Why do I keep putting the cards in the wrong spot? All right, we're moving on to Cancer at 2651. Sorry, Joanne. Yes, I was reading Gemini. I'm on Cancer now. I did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, currently on Cancer. And again, please feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I know for me, if I'm watching, I always watch all, well, I never watch my Venus, but I do watch my Sun, Moon, and Rising, because all together it will tell a story, but then also sometimes one resonates and the other one's like, nope, not my story, which no big deal. I mean, there are, unless it's a personal reading, there are other energies being channeled, and I always ask for who needs to hear the message the most. So whoever needs to hear the message the most. Good grief. I was hoping to make it through without having a coughing fit. And this is not a coughing fit. It gets really excitable. I'll just keep it liquefied. I guess if you're doing love, Venus makes sense. But I don't know. I always watch just my Sun, Moon, and Rising. Because any more general readings have a tendency to pull in love stories anyways. Because the majority of the world, I feel like, really truly is like, what's happening in love? Normally when it deals with another person, unless you're tuning into their energy, you're kind of like, that's when people get stumped the most. All right, Cancer. Not always, just, you know, thought I'd throw that out there. Higher. I feel like I've said this before, but I used to say this when I worked at the bar, and I'd come in and start my shift, normally nights, and say, here I come to wreck your night. And that just played in my head. So hopefully I'm not wrecking Cancer's night too much. We'll see. We'll see what takes place. Maybe that's something that you needed to hear. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, like, we can stop now. God, sometimes the bottom of the deck just tells such a story. All right, overall energy for this upcoming week, the 8th through the 14th, for the sign of Cancer. We have number 45, man holding a heart. And number 10, journey. Interesting. Because Gemini just got that card. And I shuffled. You guys watched me. It was on Kiyama. There's definitely a journey pertaining to a Cancer. Or somebody, I mean, whether you're a male Cancer or this is somebody in your energetic field, you're taking a trip. It could be, like I had specified for Gemini, it could definitely be an actual physical trip, a move, but I also feel like there's a new cycle beginning for you, mainly because we have the Fool card, which to me is a brand new cycle. It's taking a leap of faith in a new direction, right? A brand new start, getting pumped, excited, and doing it with this either, if you know, this man in your life who's in your energetic field, and or you're in that energy of love and happiness, right? But this feels like a man with his heart, like he's giving his heart. Which interestingly enough reminds me of a water energy anyway, Cancer. So we have the Four of Wands. Okay, well, that's a union, sometimes considered a twin flame. You could be taking a leap of faith. You could be getting married, at least joining into a union with another person. This is a strong, interesting. I heard counsel. So it could be that you're crossing some kind of spiritual threshold as well. Yes, we call it twin flame, but it's a soulmate connection, a very strong bond, a strong union. We have the Four of Swords. This is rest and healing, but it's also in 4-4. So maybe look into, if you're seeing fours a lot, I feel like somebody got that on Wednesday, like fours were popping out. Although I can't remember what sign. This is also receiving downloads, guidance, intuition, like meditation. Interesting. This is really strong energy coming through down here for some kind of a spiritual union. And again, definitely could be with another person, although with the exception of the man holding the heart, I'm not actually seeing a relationship yet, but this is definitely a brand new journey taking place. You could even be taking a trip somewhere, but heart energy is very strong in this. So love, emotions, and the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 52, Goddess of the Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy. And it's pertaining to number 27, unexpected money. So the Goddess of the Moon to me is emotions, but it's also highly intuition. It's normally moon energy could signify fear, but in this card, I don't feel fear. I feel very powerful energy, feminine energy, somebody who's able to, I'm watching the tides be pulled in. So somebody who's almost energetically manifesting, pulling things into themselves. Let's get to the gaggle of cards that goes along with this. We have the Six of Swords. I feel like you're finally, well, crossing a threshold, a rite of, interesting. I was going to say a rite of passage, but I heard a rite of power. This is the energy of somebody who is finally moving to calmer waters emotionally and mentally after possibly a very long time of turbulence or, well, I heard dysfunction, but hard times mentally, emotionally. We have the Three of Wands. This is somebody who has been waiting for things to shift and change. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, somebody who has planted seeds of shifts and changes pertaining to love with the Two of Cups. We do have the Moon energy. And again, this feels to me not like fear, but like very strong, powerful insight, intuition. You can see the eye with the crow. Crows are very mysterious, cunning, very attracted to shiny things, but they're also, you could have gone through a dark night of the soul. That could have been the turbulence that you're moving through. But it's almost like you've come out the other side unbelievably powerful. Like, now I'm seeing a phoenix rising. We have the World card. Capricorn, Aquarius energy. That's the cycle that came to an end. I feel like you probably went through a dark night of the soul, and you're coming through incredibly powerful. It allowed you to get a brand new perspective, the Hangman Pisces energy. But there's a brand new relationship. If it's not a new relationship, it's like a new cycle in the same relationship. If you're not, you know, entering into a new relationship with a new person per se. But you can tell that this is a major shift and change. You've come back out a new man or woman, literally. Like, this feels like a major, well, a dark night of the soul. Like, there is a major spiritual shift that took place in your life, and you are on a new cycle. This is a highly spiritual cycle, some form of union taking place. You could be getting married, definitely joining into a strong bond with another person. And I feel like your gifts at this time are off the chart. So, Cancer, I asked, or I didn't ask, I pulled a timing card, and you got number 23, September. So, that's all for you. The bottom says, give it some time. It's in the works. So the question is it coming up this next September of 2025? Or did something begin? Maybe your dark night of the soul began in September. Normally they last quite some time, though, I will say. Maybe it was like the last layer of the onion. So take it how it resonates for you. Let's move on to Leo at 3750. Leo. Nice. Right? Boom shakalaka. We are on Leo as I shuffle. All right, Leanne, when you said be right back, like, how long are you going to be gone? Are you back yet, Leanne? Are you? No, she's not. I wonder if she can hear me. She fell asleep. It's Friday night. She went out to whoop it up. I don't know why, but I see Leanne like when I said she went out to whoop it up, I envisioned her going out with like the 7 dwarves. Like, I don't know why. Not in a negative way, like I'm laughing, but it wasn't like negative. It just like somebody who lived in the forest, and like that was her going out and whooping it up, was tending to seven little dwarves. Okay, I'll let it go. Leo. That's a lot. All right, whatever. We'll keep them. We'll keep the questions, flowing. Leo. your week ahead. This is for the 8th through to the 14th. What's going on with Leo? Whoop, down it goes. Leo. How do you want me to... I'm going to leave it sideways for a hot minute. I don't know how you want me to... Okay. Leo, week ahead, overall energy. We have financial constraints, number 13. Again, I will mention, because not everybody watches the whole thing through, that when you receive two energies, it could be both of your energies and or yours and another person. So take it how it resonates. But we do have financial constraints in the energy of number 21, strategy, pertaining to a main female, number 2. You could be the main female and or this could be somebody you're dealing with, but there could be some financial constraints. When this card comes out, it tells me that there's some energy about lack, right? So you're putting out energy of lack. But with strategy, it could be that you're attempting to shift your way out of that energy, as long as it's energy of strategy and not like I'm trying to manipulate the 3D, because when we try to do that, nothing changes. It might change for a minute, but it's our internal energy that technically needs to change. Not once we see it's about timely and geez, gosh, where were you? I'm totally kidding. You missed the 7 dwarfs things, by the way. It was freaking hilarious. To me, I'm the only one that laughed. You'll have to rewind and watch it. I don't know what you look like, but I can just picture you like frolicking around in the forest with your 7 little dwarves. Anyway, let's get back to Leo. Let's get serious here. We have the energy of financial constraint. And again, it's lack, but there's strategy. So my question is, are we trying to manipulate the outer circumstances, or are we strategizing how to heal something internally? And by heal, I don't mean there's anything wrong with you. I mean that you have programming and paradigms that are what you're creating from. And in order to change what you're creating, you have to change the programming. And if you're strategizing, okay, I'm going to do this to shift this and that, that's great. If you're strategizing like, okay, money's not coming in, so I'm going to force this and control this and manipulate this in the 3D, you're not doing the work. But it's pertaining to a main female. So whether that's your energy or somebody you're dealing with. We have the Empress. So the Empress is Taurus Libra energy. This is giving birth to your dreams. It's a very fertile time. So, and creative. So hopefully that strategy energy is you being in a creative energy, a happy, fertile energy to give birth to your dreams. And it's also a very prosperous time. It's a new beginning. The Empress likes the finer things in life, right? It is beautiful energy. It's also the energy of calling things into yourself and not having to force, control, or manipulate people, places, and situations outside of you. We have the Tower card, Aries, Scorpio energy. Something's going to shift and change unexpectedly, usually. So this card came out sideways, and I chose to leave it sideways because I'm going to read it as if it's one way and or the other. I did ask for clarity. It felt like it should be reversed, but just to be on the safe side, in the reverse, we'll read it that way first. The 5 of Wands to me is getting rid of well, I heard drama and something about mama. And then also it is no longer having like leaky energy. So to me, the 5 of Wands in the upright is chaos. It's like your energy is getting put into 400 million different things at once. You're giving your power away. And it reflects in your circumstances and situations and the people around you. In the reverse, you've taken all your power back. So, like I said, I felt it was meant to be in the reverse. But again, I wanted to read it both ways. I feel like there's definitely a major shift and change coming in your life where you are going to be taking your power back. You are going to be embodying that energy of creativity and giving birth to your dreams, turning them into reality. This is the only energy that really super concerns me, because in that energy of lack, you will create more lack. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have rest and rejuvenation. That's healing energy. It's also receiving guidance. It's meditation, beautiful energy. It's pertaining to number 32, despair. One would hope that you are healing this energy, that is what you are meditating on, like ridding yourself of it, because it's showing up in your 3D. So if we persist in an energy, it begins to hit a certain area, becomes part of our paradigm, and we start creating from it, right? And so lack and despair and things like that start actually manifesting outside of us in our 3D. I am hoping that you're healing that's what that's discussing. But this is pertaining to despair, pertaining to 2 of Cups, a love relationship. Something that you planted seeds. So the 7 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Cups, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. It feels like there's a love relationship or love relationships in general, that there has been a pattern. The laying of the seeds, the foundations. You hold the key on how to shift and change this. It could be some type of past a situation that happened in childhood, something pertaining to maybe the way your parents loved, maybe your first real breakup really put a strain on you and you've been creating the same kind of situations from that. There's something pertaining, the key is from something pertaining to childhood or even a past life. But I do feel like, excuse me, you're putting in the work, energy, and effort to shift that. And there will be a time of celebration. I definitely feel like you are moving out of this energy. I heard once and for finally. So I'm getting a ringing in my right ear. Leo, you got 4 cards. Number 29, 12 months from now. Number 10, not in this lifetime. Number 16, February. And number 2, it's worth the time. So there's something that's taking place 12 months from now, roughly a year. Possibly the healing journey might take that long. Something's definitely not going to happen in this lifetime. Maybe because it's not a match in this lifetime. Something pertaining to February, which is right around the corner. Possibly around Valentine's Day, who knows? And it's worth the time and energy and effort that you are putting into something. So let's move on to a Virgo at 49:15. Virgo. That's a sign from Spirit. Did you see the 7 dwarves, Leanne? Or what I said about 7 dwarves? I don't remember what princess that was. It was with the 7 dwarves, but in essence, I'm calling you a princess. That's pretty, right? And I didn't mean any harm by it, but literally this vision flashed before me of when I said your name, that you were like Snow White, okay? Like you were like frolicking through the forest with your 7 dwarves. And really that story is about a woman who literally takes care of 7 grown men who are very childish. So I don't know. Take that how it resonates. I'd have fun frolicking through the forest with a bunch of child men, dwarves, I don't know. Okay, I'm getting the song, I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. And it's time to feel good. It's another good song to raise your vibration. There's a few songs from the 80s that I'm like, yeah, if I want to get in a good mood in a real quick, happy way, I will blast that song. Sing it at the top of my lungs with ear pods in so I don't have to hear my own voice. And dance around the house. Okay, Virgo. The week of the 8th through to the 14th. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watch for somebody you're dealing with. Oh, Virgo, Virgo. One more or 3 more, like, you know, whatever. How am I taking these? In the upright. All right. Virgo. Overall energy for this upcoming week, we have number 7, community, and it's pertaining to number 17, gift. So community is, well, you could be feeling like being out in the community. You could be feeling like you're being rallied by your community. But it's also spirit guides. You could be, well, not just spirit guides, but your spirit tribe, your soul tribe. You could be entering into a new group, a new community, feeling very part of something. And whether you're feeling giving a gift, receiving a gift, or it's just a gift to have these people in your life, just feeling blessed, really. We have the Page of Cups. Pages bring news, some kind of flirtation or romance. It could even be receiving some kind of energetic hit of sorts. But normally pages are considered younger. If they're not younger in age, they could be a little bit more in touch with their childlike self, a little immature. But we also have the Page of Earth. Again, pages bring news. Same idea with the younger energy. I find it interesting that somebody is walking in or possibly communicating with you some kind of romantic an opportunity with it. So is this 2 different people? Somebody's coming in offering some kind of financial offering and love, or, you know, I mean, that could be the gift that you're receiving. Maybe your community's coming through offering you love and some form of a gift, some kind of maybe finances. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. The Wheel of Fortune is a beautiful card. It is karma moving in your favor. It's like you're reaping what you've sown, but it's in the upright, so it's good. It's good. It is the energy of something coming in after a time of like nothing's going on. It kind of comes out of nowhere. And all of a sudden things get moving. It could be just this random opportunity, or it seems random, but it's literally something that you would put out in the universe and it's finally coming back to you after some time. It could have felt delayed. We do have the 4 of Wands. This is a strong union, a strong bond. It could be a celebration, a wedding. Either way, it's the 4 pillars to me. It's like leveling up, moving through some kind of a spiritual, ooh, I heard oasis. Interesting. We have the death card, Scorpio energy. Well, that's transmutation. There's something shifting and changing. It's endings bringing new beginnings. So is there a union that's ending, that's bringing a new beginning? Or is a union going through a transformation? Take that how it resonates. That's very interesting. Very interesting. The underlying energy, we have financial constraints. Oh, get out of this crappy energy. But you will get out of it, because financial constraints is pertaining to unexpected income. I feel like you might have been in the energy of financial constraints, but there's something coming in for you. Definitely some kind of opportunity or income coming through for you. We have the King of Wands. That's Sagittarius energy specifically, but it is Aries, Leo, Sag. This is entrepreneur energy. It's somebody who's very passion driven. It's, ooh, I heard showboat. It's the energy of somebody who demands the attention of a room. They're very magnetic, charismatic. With the Hermit card, well, that's you, Virgo. You are the Hermit energy. That's somebody who truly goes within to figure out what their deep desires, passions are, what their true purpose is. And we have an Ace of Wands, a brand new passionate beginning. So I'm going to run this through. Going to run this reading through for you. We have a very strong bond with community and or soul tribe members. There is some form of celebration. There are gifts being given, received, definitely finances, but love as well. You have karma coming in a big way, possibly after a time of financial constraints or feeling the energy of things are getting a little bit tight. It's finally going to move forward for you. I feel like whatever this union is going through a transformation. I feel like it is a strong bond, a strong, some form of strong pillars, grounded stability, but financially, but also spiritually. There is unexpected income coming in after a time of financial, there's a King of Wands in your life. And frankly, I feel like this is a special kind of somebody who's offering a brand new passionate beginning. I feel like this is something that you've reflected on tremendously, or you will be reflecting on. And I feel like whether this is romance and or a very strong, it's a soulmate. It doesn't matter if it's romance, friendship, whatever the case may be. There's a soulmate coming in who is, I heard, a kick in the pants. So they're offering a good time, for sure. Not just sexually, but like, I feel like it's a life. I feel like it's somebody who's meant to be in your life for quite some time. Number 34, you have the power to create the timing by taking action. Interesting. We are moving on to Libra at 5840. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Why did you boo me? Are you Virgo? Do you have Virgo in your chart? What's going on, Leon? Why did you boo me? Oh. Don't make me cough. I'm choking on my hair now. It's financial constraints, but it also sometimes is like just lack thoughts. So a dib. I don't know what that means. By the way, I don't know if you also saw the part where I had to figure out what you were saying when you said, be right back. It, like, I didn't say it out loud until I got to finally realize what it meant and was like, huh, I figured it out. Oh. Yeah, I'm not super hip on the lingo. I mean, I feel like I should be, but I'm just not. Okay. Halfway through, we're on Libra. Better take a sippy poo. Libra. 8th through the 14th. What's going on for Libra? I was going to say, if that financial constraint card comes out one more time, especially on my rising sign. Just kidding. All right. Libra. La 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 Libra. The love boat. Okay. Ew. No, I just got everybody was kung fu fighting. Okay. Let's focus in on Libra here. Overall energy, there's two. Again, I will specify. Sometimes they are both your energy. Sometimes it is somebody in your energetic field that's super strongy and they're being pulled into the reading. We have Healer of the Ages, number 51, and number 8, Indecision. I'm going to go on a limb here and say maybe this is you and somebody else. We have a main male. I feel like that is your Healer of the Ages. That could be you. Take it how it resonates. And then we have Message of Concern, number 14. That is the Indecision. I feel like there's a main male who could be coming in as a healer of sorts. Healers show up in so many different ways in our life. I mean, yes, it could be a counselor. Yes, it could be, you know, a doctor. Yes, it could be all of those. But sometimes a healer, somebody, a soulmate that comes in, a friend, a stranger that says something that completely shifts and changes our life. It's just being around their energy is healing and uplifting. So healers can really truly come in many different forms. But there is indecision pertaining to some kind of concern or some kind of, I mean, even the indecision could create some kind of concern. And it's pertaining to the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Pages bring news, and there's a lacking and an opportunity, something that's not coming in. And for it to literally come into the reading, excuse me, this feels like, I just spit. This feels like something that you might have had, like, been planning on or hoping for, possibly financial, something tangible in the 3D that's not going to be coming in. And again, that could lead to concern and indecision. Like, what do I do now? Where do I go now? Never fear. Whoever this Healer of the Ages is coming in for you. We have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. Something is coming in divine timing. What's coming in divine timing? Justice, something balancing out. Libra energy. I forgot to cover that. Sorry, my apologies. There is something that's going to be balanced. But it's going to take some time. It's coming in divine timing. And I feel like it's coming when you partake in this healing energy with whoever this is. The underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware We have yin. Well, it's yin and yang, number 22, but it's in the upright, so it's yin. This is like a spiritual winter where you go within. It's like kind of the hermit card. It's time to really go within and reflect, and it's hermit energy is what it makes me think of. Meditation and really getting in tune with your higher spiritual self, because there's a need for change. Change always happens from within first. I don't know if you've ever been in the situation where you're like, I can't stand this life anymore, I'm moving, or I'm going here, or I'm ending that. And it's interesting that no matter where you go, you end up. Same situations, different faces, different places. It's because the work needs to be done internally. I feel like that's happening beneath the surface, whether you're aware of it or not. You are on a transformative path at this time. And again, I feel like this person is coming into your life. Good Lord. And honestly, I feel like you might turn into a healer at some point. But you must be healed first. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is somebody who is attempting to protect themselves from energy coming at them, people, places, and situations. It's just too much. It's overwhelming. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is, again, balance, but it's also receiving some kind of offering, a gift, and or you're offering a gift. But it almost feels like there's a rejection of that, because the way that the cards lay, it's like you are rejecting some kind of offering, whether it's an opportunity, and maybe that's why you've rejected this. Maybe for whatever reason, I sincerely hope it's not this that you're rejecting. This opportunity, this offering. And flip the roles if need be, because I definitely feel like there's two people here. This doesn't feel necessarily like love. Maybe it is. Maybe you felt love and this person didn't. But there's an opportunity that I feel like has been rejected. It's not happening. And I feel like it's because there's a need for growth, balance, and that's coming in divine timing. But somebody's in the energy of indecision and fear, concern. There's a change that needs to be made, but there's some, whatever offer or opportunities coming in, it's being rejected. And it feels like it definitely could be tied to this energy. Are you rejecting a healer of the ages? Interesting. I feel like there's some clarity that needs to be gained. Libra, you got give it time. It's in the works. Yeah, that's the divine timing. Something's in the works. So maybe you're the healer of the ages and it's all flippered and somebody's rejecting your assistance. Take it how it resonates. We're moving on to Scorpio. 6846. That could be it, but what they were rejecting was the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is going to be like some kind of a gift from the universe, and or like some kind of a windfall or a loan, or so either they're rejecting a gift, which could be the healing energy. I mean, Pentacles is also energy, or somebody else is rejecting it. But what's being rejected is the Six of Pentacles. And that's in the underlying energy, which means that's happening beneath the surface. what popped up on the surface was the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, which made it feel like something wasn't coming in. And it could be not coming in because somebody is energetically, in the underlying energy, rejecting it. See what I'm saying? All right, Scorpio. This is for the 8th through to the 14th. Oh my God. It's like, I don't know if I opened the floodgates or what, but I have like, it sounds like somebody is tuning through radio stations in my head right now. Too many songs. Let's bring in the focus. What does Scorpio need to know for the week ahead? Okay, I'm getting... Is that the wedding song? Dun 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 dun. Yes, it is, isn't it? Dun, dun. I don't know, because that's not what I used. But dun 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 dun. Is that the wedding? I don't know if that's wedding song or not. Dun, 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 dun. No? Anybody? I know, it's like my best singing voice ever. If not, I don't know what that song is. Okay, it does sound like it. Maybe you're getting married, Scorpio. Or somebody you know is getting married. Or there's... Oh, I heard Trouble in Paradise. Ruh-roh. Macarena. I did Girl on Fire. Yeah. Okay, Scorpio. Week ahead. Could have some trouble in your paradise taking place. She's just a girl and she's on fire. Yeah. Yep. I don't ever do anything like traditional. Maybe I'll explain that one day. Maybe. Oakley dokley. Wow. Ooh. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Sorry. Scorpio. Overall energy for the upcoming week, we have Yin, number 22, and main male. You could be the main male and or be dealing with a main male. Either way, there is the energy of like a spiritual winter again, going within, really truly doing some internal work. It's time to go within. It's time to go deep within, which Scorpio energy, interestingly enough, likes to do. So it shouldn't be an issue for you. Maybe you're deep diving a person to really get into their psyche, to really get to know them on a stronger level. Again, something Scorpio likes to do. I don't think that was an alarm. I think somebody just started freaking pounding on the hammer, the horn outside. Interesting. Could be a sign. We have the Seven of Wands, defensive energy. The Four of Swords, healing, meditating. The Two of Swords, indecision, needing to follow your intuition, seek higher guidance. The Strength card, Leo energy, being in your power. The High Priestess, Pisces energy. Don't ask why I'm going through the cards like that. That's just what we're doing. And then I will lay it all out on the table. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. That's the heart chakra. Love, compassion, self-acceptance. And it's pertaining to your occupation, number 34. There is definitely some cycles coming to a close, not only mentally, but pertaining to baggage and things that you've been carrying around for far too long. We have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. A way that you've been thinking or believing, both really, communicating even, has caused a lot of strain and burdens, and you've been carrying those around with you for upwards of 10 years, if not longer. This could be pertaining to a fire sign for some of you, a King of Swords. This could have been somebody that is tied to this way of thinking and believing and mental, well, I heard fog, drain, anger. I mean, this is overload and it's burdensome. And I feel like, I almost feel like you dealt with this with love and compassion, but it was work. Now, whether it truly was somebody from work, like a boss, again, that's Sag energy, but it's oh, no, it isn't. I lied. It is not fire energy. It's the King of Swords. So it's Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could have been a boss. It could just be, this is the energy of somebody who's very outspoken, somebody who could be very harsh with their words. It's the energy of somebody who's willing to cut out people, places, and situations that no longer serve them. Scorpio, you could be embodying this energy after you drop the baggage and all that energy, but it also could be somebody you're dealing with. But I feel like you attempted to have an open heart, love, and compassion for all of this stuff, these burdens, these whatever. But it's something that you felt was work, some kind of work. Interesting. I feel like you're finally going within. You're taking a deep dive. Again, this could be a person you're dealing with because it is the main male, unless you are the main male. If it is a male, it could be an air sign or somebody who embodies that. Somebody who's very outspoken, somebody who sees things as black and white, very cut and dry, somebody who doesn't hold back when they have something to say. They kind of just, it's truth. Whether it's your truth or not, it's their truth. And so they sometimes can be a little bit crass. They just kind of say it like it is. I feel like there's an energy of trying to defend oneself from possibly this person. I feel like you're attempting to heal and receive clarity. But there's an energy of not really understanding what to do or what to choose, how to take action. There is a need to follow your intuition, but I feel like you're kind of either unwilling to make a choice and or unable to, like stuck. There's definitely a need to get into your power, which I feel like you will be, and follow your intuition, your higher guidance. I definitely feel like you're dealing with somebody who has assisted in some way interesting. For some of you, this person's assisting and helping you release this. For some of you, this is like a catalyst energy. Because you're ending a major cycle. Something you've been carrying around for far too long. And this person feels like they could be some form of a catalyst. Good, bad, or indifferent. So regardless of how they appear, maybe they're an a-hole. Maybe they're like a truth speaker. However, maybe you're best buddies and they're like awesome and they're, you know, shedding a light. Either way, they feel like a catalyst. So whether it feels like a good buddy telling you something or somebody pissing you off that triggers something, this person feels like a major catalyst that's coming in to like, well, I just saw Indiana Jones and the whip, like, like, whoosh, like it's like that, like it could sting a little bit, but it's like there's something and it's allowing you to shift because this is yours. These burdens and this way of thinking and believing and speaking and acting and behaving, all yours, all yours. But I feel like this person is helping. There's something pertaining to your heart and your work. So I don't know if you're trying to find something that you love doing or if there's something that you truly tried to put your heart and effort into when it came to work. But this is almost, it feels very confusing and baffling, but I don't feel like it's my confusion. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like this is your confusion. This is something where you're defensive towards healing, possibly. There's a need to heal, but I feel like there could be an energy of you either attempting to push people away so you can heal and or almost like fear of change, defensive towards the healing and the shifting and the changing, because there's some choice that you need to make, like stand in your freaking power and follow your intuition or be defensive and like lay down and cry kind of energy. Sorry, that's what I felt a little harsh. Goodness. Either way, I feel like you're dropping some major shift behind. Frankly, I know this is the week ahead, but we have a full moon in Gemini, and especially water energy and all energy. I mean, anybody can feel it. You're going to already be feeling this energy. It could be pertaining to that. Scorpio, number 23, September. I don't know. Number 13, next summer. Well, that's sooner than September, but it could be that something's coming next summer and it's culminating in September. Like, patience. It's not time yet. July. That's next summer. Maybe it's starting in July and ending in September, or coming to a completion in September. Let's move on to Sagittarius, shall we? At 8252. Alrighty. This is for the week ahead, the 8th through to the 14th. Watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watch for people you're dealing with. Testing the patience. I know. My kid does that. Not really. He's good. My kid's good. He used to test my patience. Not so much anymore. Maybe because I actually gained some more patience. I don't know. I don't know. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I'm wondering if you, Sagittarius, have some tough things to tell somebody and you're trying to find a nice, peaceful way of saying it. And or maybe the reverse is true. Oh, good grief. Ew. Sagittarius, the week ahead. Well, that came out in the reverse. That's nice. Oop, that's far too many. Am I taking them? Begrudgingly, I am. Begrudgingly, I am. Okay. Sagittarius, the overall energy for the upcoming week is number 7, community. Community is all about celebration. It could be the fact that it's the holidays. You could be celebrating. You could have a good support group community around you. This is also pertaining to like spirit guides, being surrounded by, you know, your soul tribe. And we have imprisonment in the reverse. Well, whatever or whoever you're surrounded with, I feel like they possibly are releasing you from or assisting in releasing you from a self-imposed prison, allowing you to feel some form of relief, joy, happiness, and opportunity. Aries, Aquarius, the Fool energy, brand new cycle beginning, taking a leap of faith. Possibly through some major shifts and changes that you've been through with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. This is chaos. This is giving your energy away. This is really draining. The 5 of Cups is the energy of sadness and focusing on, well, not necessarily focusing on, sometimes it's about allowing the release of experiences that were emotionally unsatisfying or upsetting. Is he getting out? Maybe. I don't know. If he's not getting out, it definitely feels like there's a shift in the self-imposed prison, the mental aspect of feeling stuck or stagnant. There's a new cycle. And I feel like the stuck and stagnant was giving energy to people outside of you, focusing too much on others, literally giving your power away and being in emotional turmoil and sadness. I feel like there's a shift and change taking place. That was the prison energy that I was feeling. I don't know if this would pertain to that because this is this next week. So, but hey, one never knows. Maybe something shifts in his timing. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, Pisces energy. It's literally something moving forward after a time of stagnancy, a gift, karma, finally, some kind of blessing raining down upon you. And I feel like, interesting, there's something pertaining to the 10 of Cups, family, unconditional love, longevity. Something good is going to transpire around that energy, the family energy, it feels like family. Now family could be friends. It could be, actual, like your kids, your husband, your wife, your parents, your siblings. It's a strong bond, something that's got longevity behind it. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in the favor of that. And there's an ending coming to a cycle, which is why we have the Fool energy. I feel like not only what is ending is that there's some kind of growth and movement finally past this energy of giving your power away and focusing on emotional heartache and pain. But the World card is Capricorn, Aquarius energy. This is when we finally release. We learn the lesson. We move past something. We let it go. We shift out of that cycle and into a new one. With the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, you're creating. You're in a very creative energy. The underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface, interesting, something to do with service maybe, There's a broken heart. I feel like that's the 5 of Cups energy. And number 9, by the way. And number 28, expectations. Are you expecting some kind of heartbreak and or, I mean, broken heart energy is just what it says. It's a broken heart. It's sadness, right? But it also talks about it healing. You're going through a healing of a broken heart. So are you expecting goodness or are you expecting badness? I think that's really something that you need to pay attention to. If I'm looking at the cards, it looks like you're finally moving out of this energy of expecting heartache or sadness. Mainly because we also have the Page of Wands and the Star card. Star is Aquarius energy. Pages bring news. And this is some kind of passion, drive, desire, movement forward towards a wish fulfillment and healing. I feel like you are shifting out of a self-imposed prison. I feel like you're rallying around possibly a new group of people, or new soul tribe, people coming in for you. There's a brand new cycle beginning. I feel like you're no longer giving your power away to people, places, and situations outside of you. There's a shift taking place when it comes to giving your power away, focusing on other people's problems. If somebody doesn't like you, absorbing that, like, why am I not likable? Well, you are likable. Not everybody likes you. Who gives a what other people think? When you focus on those things, you're giving your power away, right? When you think about anything but your happiness, you're giving your power away. Not to say that you shouldn't notice things or pay attention, but I mean overthink, overanalyze. And there's some heartbreaking situation that you have far too long been giving your power away to. 5s are the symbol of change. You're shifting that, you're changing that. The Wheel of Fortune's coming in for you. You could be receiving some kind of a windfall and or definitely movement in a good emotional energy for sure, pertaining to family, unconditional love. You're finally moving out of a cycle and you're in your creative energy, which means stay positive, stay in this community energy that's uplifting you and maybe letting you forget about your woes. There is a wish fulfillment coming through for you, Sagittarius. Maybe just the idea of him being released is releasing your energy and or his, if that makes sense. Maybe he's finally coming out of that energy of feeling imprisoned, knowing that there's a date of release. Let it be a mystery, number 36. And we have number 51, by the end of the week. There's something taking place. December. Something. Ooh, and that looks like a full moon. By the end of the week. Well, the end of the week is the 14th. So maybe the 15th. Bam! Something's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, unless you watch the reading, it could pertain to him completely differently. But congratulations. I'm really happy that he's coming out and you finally get to see him. I mean, I know that that's almost a year away, but, you know, stranger things have happened. One never knows. One never, ever knows. Let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, 93-37. I'm sorry, Leanne. You spelled that wrong. It's crappy corn. I totally kidding. I totally kidding. Yes, Elizabeth. I mean, that could be, if he's the Sag, it could be his energy that he's no longer feeling imprisoned. He's feeling more joy and happiness. Maybe it's been a very chaotic, heartbreaking, emotionally draining situation, I can assume. And one never knows what goes into somebody's mind. If you've been in that situation for 5 years, like, it could be, or however long he's been there, it could be like feeling like you're being released, even though you're not released, like mentally released. Just having that date. All right, Capricorn. Oh, what am I doing? The 7th through, no. The 8th through to the 14th. For the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn. I did shuffle really good. One thing I learned about myself is I can't hide I can't hide my facial expressions reveals it all. And not a good poker face. So if you want to do a super chat, it is a $5 minimum, one question per super chat. Oakley dokley. Now, Leanne and or any Capricorn, I will say, this may not be your reading. Check your other placements. This could be a totally different Capricorn. I also will say that before I start my lives, I always, or any reading, I always ask for what's in the best and highest good. Who needs to hear the message the most? So as my sister, who is not here tonight, will attest that sometimes the readings just aren't for you. So I'm just putting that out there before I get into this. Okay. There we go. Overall energy for your week ahead. Number 25, deceit. Pertaining to number 32, despair. Could be your energy or somebody you're dealing with. Well, deception. And are we deceiving somebody in the respect of how disparaging we're feeling? Or maybe we're going through something disparaging and we're being deceptive about it. Like we're not wanting people to know how we truly feel. We're hiding our emotions. We're hiding our feelings. We're lying about them maybe. I mean, I guess there could be worse deceit. But it feels like there's an energy of there's something disparaging and you're being deceptive about it, and or somebody you're dealing with. We have the 9 of Swords. That's a really wicked looking card. I like it. 9 of Swords. This is, I like that it's a 9 because then we're going to hit the 10 and move out of that cycle. But we're still in the 9 at the moment. And this is sleepless nights. This is fear, anxiety, overthinking, overanalyzing. What are we overthinking and overanalyzing? The 5 of Pentacles. Despair, lack, fear, being left out in the cold. Maybe somebody ghosted you. That's one way of looking at the 5 of Pentacles. But really it's about like, your thoughts turning into things. You finally made them tangible because you've been sat in this energy for far too long. Fear, anxiety, overthinking, overanalyzing. The 5 of Pentacles is lack. It's despair. So it could pertain to finances. It could have already hit your finances. You could even be deceiving yourself. Self-deception. Like, I'm not thinking that way. I'm not, whatever. Take it how it resonates. But this is like major lacking energy. And then we have the Three of Wands, which does me really no good because the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. I mean, I guess I don't need to know what you're waiting for to come in. I feel like something is finally going to make it in. The question is, did it take this long because you've been in the energy of lack and like looking for it and where is it at? We'll find out. The underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have yin energy. It's like the 100th time it's come out tonight. And it's pertaining to number 18, child. If you don't actually have a child that you are really trying to go within to, it feels more like inner child. Like there's some healing pertaining to your inner child that needs to take place. Something, I mean, it could be also a child. Maybe there's a child in your life, your child, that's causing you to really go within. But this feels like inner child healing. Really getting back in tune with that inner child. We have the Ace of Swords. This is a brand new, this is you coming out of this energy, finally. Because after the 10, you get the Ace, right? Even though we're on the 9, we didn't see the 10, that's okay. You're getting clarity, truth, a new way of thinking, a new way of believing, a new way of communicating. We have the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. This is a time of fertility, giving birth to your dreams. It's also somebody who likes the finer things in life. It's Venusian energy. It is, again, fertility. There could be a child coming for some of you as well. You could be finding out a truth about a child as well. But this is abundance and prosperity, new beginnings in love. There's a very major contrast here in energy. We have despair. And there's deception pertaining to it. And the despair is somebody who's overthinking, overanalyzing, fear, worst case scenario, lack, could even be already hitting their financial. Somebody who's been waiting, possibly for, well, waiting for your ships to come in means that there's something that you have put out energy and effort into, and you're literally waiting for it to show up. But sometimes even sitting in that energy of waiting can put out the energy of lack. I feel like it is going to be coming in though. There is some kind of internal healing taking place. And we are going to get a brand new way of thinking, seeing, believing, a brand new opportunity. And there's a relationship coming in. Or it could be pertaining to love or relationship. It's a tough week. I don't like that energy. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Is there, I mean, is this your energy or somebody you're dealing with? Overthinking, overanalyzing, lack, fear. I wish I was clarifying. I want to know more. I want to shake you and be like, what? Okay. Number 3, next couple of weeks. Whatever it is, I feel like that change is coming in the next couple of weeks. Aquarius at 104, which technically isn't true because I have to redo all the timing. I should probably go back to the one platform I was using, but after it froze that one time and I had to totally do it all over again, I've been a little gun shy. Aquarius, Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Puppy power. Where are all of these interesting cartoons coming from? Oh, I feel like I'm getting a... I am. I'm getting a callus on my thumb from shuffling. Hope you all appreciate the struggle. I'm totally kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. There is a callus, but I'm kidding about the struggle. I'll slap a Band-Aid on that and keep trucking. I tried to shuffle. It wasn't. I don't know who that crappy corn is, but maybe that's the problem. I should stop saying crappy corn. Ouch. Aquarius. I've done Aries all the way through to Cappy. We were on Aquarius, and then we have Pisces, and then any super chat questions. I know, but it's my energy that gets put into the card, so I'd feel weird if I had a... Although I've thought about it. Especially like an electronic one that would be like do it super fast. Yeah, that hurts. Okay. Aquarius. The 8th through to the 14th. Two cards for the energy. It could be somebody in your energetic field and or, right? I put my energy into everything. Okay. What was I saying? Now you're distracting. Two energy cards came out. Could be both your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. Oh, what is that song? Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Na-na-na-na-na-na. I think they're from Seattle, where I'm from. Maybe not. Soundgarden. I think we actually have a park called Soundgarden that has, I don't think it has anything to do with that band, but they have these metal pipes, and as the wind blows, it makes different sounds. It's actually quite awesome. I think it's on right next to a Army base or Navy base or something in Seattle. Now I feel like I need to listen to that song because now it's on repeat in my head. Or somebody needs to listen to it. Okay. Aquarius. This could be the age of Aquarius. We have number 36, second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and number 12, templed path. Feel like this is your energy alone, but it is pertaining to a mature man. So it could be, take it how it resonates, half your energy, part of your energy, some of their energy, whatever. This is intimacy and creativity and the templed path. So I feel like you're definitely walking your templed path, which is funny because I heard age of Aquarius. But in your second chakra, intimacy and creativity, your creativity could be open and off the charts right now. Open also with intimacy. Definitely templed path. Mature man. Let's talk about the mature man. This is somebody who could be otherworldly. This is the energy of... Now, mature man could be considered somebody older than you, yes. However, I will say that when I receive this card, I normally feel like the energy is somebody who's wise, who's spiritually mature, mentally mature, emotionally mature, like in that respect mature. So age necessarily doesn't matter. They could be an old soul. We have the Sun card. That actually, I guess, feels more like life force energy, like the third chakra. But for whatever reason, I'm feeling creativity. But also the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. And it is all about creativity, joy, happiness, abundance. It also does talk about illumination. But I feel like this is more about unbelievable joy, happiness, creativity, with Leo energy. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is passion and fast movement, unexpected, coming out of nowhere. Could even be communication that comes out of nowhere. But, and I almost feel like for some, this could feel a little bit overwhelming because it does happen so fast. But this is some happy opportunity, something coming in or someone coming in. And it's a wish fulfillment, the Star card, Aquarius energy. I mean, I can't think of this. Okay, I'm just going to say it. This is the best reading out of all the signs so far. Pisces is next, so we're still holding out a little bit of hope. But we have the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and the Star. This is coming in hot and fast, out of nowhere, seemingly. You're on your templed path. You're in your intimacy and creativity. And there is a mature man who, if that's not you, if you're not the mature man, this person could be coming in. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 29, the World card. Interesting. This card always is intriguing to me because the world is a brand new cycle. You've completed something. But this card I find interesting because it reminds me of the moon and the fact that this person is standing on a dock staring at the world. It reminds me of the moon as in major energy, a shift, some kind of emotional calmness, also intuition, otherworldly. Oh, I said that, didn't I? Interesting. He has the world too. Interesting. This is pertaining to number 12, privileged lady. This person, it feels like whoever this mature man is, and you could be becoming this privileged lady unless you are the mature man. Take it how it resonates. And you're coming into a privileged lady. Either way, this feels very otherworldly. I just can't, this could have been past life energy, something to that extent. This is definitely wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. With the Six of Cups. This could be a past life soulmate. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is also emotional sovereignty. Could also pertain to you being single. But this is looking good, feeling good, smelling good. The Six of Cups is sometimes somebody coming back around from the past. Mercury is in retrograde, but this feels a little bit more spiritual to me because we do have the Hermit card, Virgo energy, and the Moon card. This feels highly spiritual. This feels like, now I'm hearing, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I feel like this is a very strong union between two people. They could have traveled the world to find you. Interesting reading. Wish fulfillment, happiness, creativity. One second. Number 4, sometime in the future. I have no idea. But I do like these little dandelion weed things because you blow on them and it you make a wish and you have 2 wish fulfillment cards. The bottom of the deck, we do have December. So, ooh, December 26th. Well, I mean, not really, but it's number 26. That was my mom's birthday. Impressive. Day after Christmas. I can do my own readings. I don't tend to. I tend to just meditate and receive guidance that way. But I do on occasion pull some cards for myself. And yes, I can read for myself. Is that what you were asking? Is it menace? Yes. Oh, shoot. Pisces. 1/14/37. Thank you, Leanne. I totally would not have written the timestamp down on that one. I don't know where my Neptune is. I should probably know. I only really pay attention to my main ones. Unless I'm doing like some big thing taking place. And then even I let the astro chart tell me. I let it figure it out. There's a lot to astrology. Really. Neptune rules Pisces. I wonder if that's why. Well, the nodes make sense because the north node is where you're headed. Although I don't feel like you should focus on the north node without focusing on the south node because they work in tandem. Like, and I mean, if you're curious about, like, the intention of the reader is incredibly important. So if the intention of the reader is to just read north and south node, I would totally watch my north and south node or whatever. If the intention of the reader is specifically whatever, and that's what I'm into, I would watch it. But if it's just like random old me reading, you know, whatever placement, I mean, I guess you could. But I think the intention of the reader is really important as well. Although I leave it open, like watch your other placements. So whatever resonates. And when I do my readings, it's not, I need you to tell me what is in the best and highest good for whoever needs to hear this, like whoever's going to watch this and need this and all of that. So unless I'm doing personal readings, and I still say the same thing, but then I do ask whatever the person is curious about. Pisces, week ahead. I'm getting the song, is it Let It Be? God, let it heal. Well, it's interesting because I'm hearing, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And then I'm seeing the Lorax. But he's like, okay, it's like I don't know if you've seen it. It's a really cute movie. It's like the newer version, and he's like clapping his hands, and it's about the tree, and he's like, let it die, let it die. So take it how it resonates for you, Pisces or cross watchers. The Sneed. I know what you meant. Let it die, let it die, let it... I don't know. That guy looked like Mr. Spacely, if you're old enough to know the Jetsons. What do we got here? Well, booty. Cool. Good Lord, E. I could keep going. I'm not going to. That's too many. Okay. Pisces. It's the Pisces. I don't know why I feel very Italian right now. Number 29, the World. Overall energy. You've completed a cycle pertaining to Number one, a main male. Are you the main male that's completed this cycle? Are you a masculine male Pisces that has completed a cycle, and or is this pertaining to a man? Also, the world, again, to me, symbolizes far more, especially this energy, this card, far more than just a completion of a cycle. It is like the energy of expansion and abilities and spiritual. This card gives off powerful vibes to me, and moon energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles. There's something you've been putting a lot of work, energy, and effort into, and you've been coming up with nothing. Ducats. No ducats in your... I feel like the running theme is like... the running theme is the Five of Pentacles. Lots of lack. This is, well, sometimes being left out in the cold, but it's also lack. And it normally comes about because you've got some lacking thoughts that you're putting out there, or some kind of block in your energy, and something pertaining to lack energy. And lack can affect all parts of your life. So you've been putting forth a lot of energy and effort, and you've been coming up short, a little short on the ducats. But we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that means that this could have been the time of stagnancy, where you were putting in the energy, effort, and it just wasn't, you had nothing to show for it. Or the payback was less than the effort that you were putting in. With the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sag, something finally gets moving after a time of stagnancy. You could be receiving some form of a windfall, definitely some kind of a gift from the universe, or opportunity coming through for you. You've made it through a cycle. Now, whether, again, you're the main male or there's a main male attached to this cycle, there's some kind of a completion. And the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 49, Angel of Love. I just saw Elvis in my mind. So there could be a song with Angel and Love pertaining to Elvis. We have number 17, Gift. There's something definitely feels like it's coming in for you. Something pertaining to love and emotion. Some kind of gift coming through for you. It also could pertain to this Wheel of Fortune. We have the Nine of Cups. There's a wish fulfillment, emotional sovereignty, beautiful energy. Whew. I'm going to say the Queen of Cups is your energy, Pisces, specifically Cancer. So unless you're dealing with a Cancer, it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. With the Empress, Taurus, Libra, the Sun, Leo. The Magician is Gemini, Virgo, and the World card, Aquarius, Capricorn. So I definitely feel like there's a cycle with a main male that there's a cycle you've completed. It also could be that this main male is coming in or shifting into a new cycle with you. It feels like there's something expanding with this. There's definitely something that you've pushed through. You've managed to make it through into a new cycle, but something's getting bigger. You're literally staring at the world, and the world looks small. Like, it doesn't seem so difficult anymore or so far away. There's some energy, some powerful energy taking place. You've definitely put forth the work. Didn't seem like you were getting your dues or your return. Something was being delayed or held back, possibly from thoughts or things that needed to be cleared, which I feel like you did. It's coming in, and you're in this happy love abundancy, this heart emotion abundancy. There's gifts coming in for you. wish fulfillment. You could even be somebody's wish fulfillment, honestly. But the Empress is giving birth to your dreams. You could also be pregnant. Take it how it resonates. But this is new beginnings and almost in the energy of calling things into you. Very powerful. Creativity, joy, happiness, abundance. And that's the energy that you're manifesting from. You have completed a cycle and you're beginning anew. Beautiful energy for the Pisces. I feel like it's been a long time. I'm claiming that one because I'm a Pisces and I can. Okay. Ooh, number 51. By the end of the week. Interesting, because this reminds me of the moon as well. And we do have a full moon in Gemini. Excuse me, right after this week ends, right? So this ends on the 14th, the 15th. Also, I will mention, I am doing a full moon ritual via Zoom on the 15th. If you would like to join, it is $20 for non-members, $10 for members. It will be at 6 o'clock on the 15th, which is the Sunday. I will not only be going through a full moon ritual to clear us all of energies that are no longer serving us, but also I will be going through your rising sign. It'll be all signs. Specifically, rising sign is what you would want to pay attention to, but you can also watch your other placements as to how the full moon is going to be affecting you. It is a 30-minute gathering, so not super long time. If that's something that interests you, email me and or Facebook message me. I also want to mention that we have the 21 days to, not 21 days, good Lord. It is the countdown to winter solstice on the 21st. So personal readings are still $30 until the 21st, and then they will go back to $60. I will say that I did put out a memo about personal readings and life coaching. Prices are changing as of the first of the year. So if you want to get those in at the current prices, now would be the time. I think that's it. I don't see any super chats, so I am going to go ahead and close this out. Oh, members on the 8th, right? Yeah, Sunday the 8th at 6 o'clock. A 30-minute Zoom like meet and greet, hangout. It is free for members. Members means anybody on my spiritual OnlyFans, anybody on the extended group membership or gratitude group membership. If you are a member and interested, email me and I will send you the link for the free Zoom chatty backs. Like, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm excited. Like, whatever. I think Leanne has got it all planned out. Just kidding. Or am I? Anyways, hopefully I'll see you there. That being said, I will see you all on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I'll see you next time.